over now by Kumasi Asante. Got a call. Big boot really coming in from Patrick Asma. Nodded back in again by Nicholas Mensah. It's bounced off to the left-hand side. Kumasi Asante got a goal. I just trying to find in the chain out there. And finally the ball gets to the touchline. Sadiq Adams popping in. Sadiq Adams to say hello, would he?
Hi, Sadiq. AKA Obama.
Obama is here. We'll be hearing from him at some point of the game, though. But remember, we've done 20 minutes or 21 minutes and just 1 second. And we are reading right now from the bright scoreboard here, Gary. Yes.
We are also live on Love. 99.5 in Kumasi. Live on Joy 99.7 FM. We understand our affiliates are picking this up just as the game is picking up pace here at the stadium.
Legon Cities have another opportunity to send in a beautiful cross of a sort. A free kick down the penalty box of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. If you're joining us, Kumasi Asante Kotoko lead by 1-0. A wonderful cross from the left-hand side of goalkeeper Fatal Dawda's penalty box, rushed into the box, and there was a wonderful connection coming in from Osman Ibrahim, and then of course they lead by 1-0. Now the ball is placed on the other end for Legon Cities 2 players standing over it. More players in the penalty box right now. Goalkeeper Kwame Ban knows he's got a lot of work to do. There's a little 2-man wall on the side on the edge of the 6-yard box. It's a quick pass into the penalty box, looking for Baba Muhammad to continue that, but it's been smashed out of the air by Kumasi Asante Kotoko. It's almost a counter-attack down the right-hand side, beautifully taking, and he's looking to send a long cross into it, coming from Isiama, now taken away by Legon Cities. Can they control things and in their own matters and in their own hands down the left-hand side? He's turned around and they are calming the waters because it's been a rush of blood, and I must tell you, it's been absolutely erratic from left to right, from one post to another post. Both sides are looking for the goal. It's now come into Nicholas Francis Mensah. I wonder which of the Christian names he's going to go for. There's Francis and Nicholas. Back to Nicholas. Nicholas with the ball then. He's lost that. He's lost that. The man has just almost run away from him, Kwame Poku.
That should be a card.
There.
That should be a card.
And I think it's a foul.
Yes, it is.
And the Friedman going the way of Kumasi Asante, but this was needless.
If he had lost that ball, it looks like Osman Ibrahim would have been motoring now onto the goal line, definitely. And it could have been 2-0 as well. But he probably took one for the team there after losing the ball quite carelessly, George.
Live on Joy 99.7 FM. If you're joining us, there's more from the Joy Sports team, as we promised you. Ghana Premier League, SAF, CAF Champions League, UEFA Champions League, and more. The Euros up next year, so there's so much. Well, we started thinking next year already.
We got to. We can't wait for 2022 to shove itself out the door.
Yeah.
This ignominious of years. Or as they like to say this, I know some horribilis. Yes.
Right. Gary, as well, we are live on Parrots FM 99.7 FM in Sunyani. So you want to join us there. It's a free kick right now for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. We've got 3 men standing over this. Who can I see standing? Is Siama standing by on the right-hand side as well. They're looking to effect this and send this in. Kayeke also wants to get interested in this one. Placed out some 24 yards. Can Kumasi Asante Kotoko find the second goal? It's a 3-man wall right in front of it. Kayeke getting ready. Who's making the run then? It's a pass that's been taken. Kayeke gets onto it, hits a shot, and was absolutely wayward. It was going nowhere. Lost the direction, lost the bearings on that one. The scoreline remains 1-0.
Emmanuel Kayeke. Yeke.
That was certainly not the way to go. Live on Joy 99.7 FM. There's a long cross into the area of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. That was coming in from the foot of Nicholas Mensah. Well, I thought he tried to run over it, but he's lost it in the end. The ball has gone out to the right-hand side. Christopher Nete for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Taken away now by Legon City. So we're playing from left to right here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Oh, it's another beautiful pass that's coming in there as the defenders trying to sort themselves out. Joseph Ajay, then to Nathaniel Aqua, then it's gone to Michael Ampedu. Then the ball rolls out for another throwing after they were heavily clipped down the far touch line. It's an interesting contest of ideas, I must tell you here as well, between the two coaches. Maxwell Kunedu standing right in front of us, Coach Bashir Hayford as well in his dugout. Legon Cities with the ball now out to the right-hand side. It's a beautiful pass. Latched onto it nicely. Michael Ampedu is waiting for that pass. Didn't come to him. There's a long wayward ball sent into that penalty box, and it actually was going above the post, and there was nothing more to talk about. Remember, at halftime, we'll bring you the Joy Sports BBC two-way series. I had a great chat with the BBC's John Bennett, Gary.
Yes, indeed. There's a lot going on around the world. I mean, for those of us on this part of the world, it seems like we've been only been talking about the political stuff.
Yeah.
But the rest of the world has been moving on and moving on. So we'll bring you up to speed on what should be an interesting weekend of football. There's the Manchester Derby, there's the Madrid Derby, and a lot happening in the world
as well. Union Berlin versus Bayern Munich. It's another derby of a sort there.
Yeah.
So it's a good weekend to look forward to, and we'll get you to feel into that beautifully. The ball is going into Habib. Habib with is it pony? Is it some what do you call that? He's got some dreadlocks. What's
something on top of his head.
Something on top of his head. Well, it makes it easy to identify him as well. 25 minutes. Legon Cities with the ball then. He looked to send in a rather casual pass. Max Okunedu is not happy about something. Wants his midfielders to keep on pressing. Fatal Dowdo with a pass out to the left-hand side. And he sent that in to Joseph Ajay. Ajay with the ball out to the left-hand side. Nathaniel Aqua taking over. Francis Ado almost lost it, but Legon City still have it in the half of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Kotoko lead by 1-0 here at the Crossport Stadium. If you're just joining us, ball floated to the right-hand side. Tapped nicely there by Michael Ampedu, but taking over by Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Adum was looking to take it tight. It's come all the way down to the left-hand side. Now he wants to drag it. He's rolled it back into it, coming in from Asamoah. Asamoah will want to keep it so tight. Now he turns around, drag the ball in again. And it's amazing what we're seeing with Asamoah flying into attack down the left-hand side here. The ball has gone out to the right-hand side, very close to the far touch line. Then a quick pass comes into it. Jemfi with the ball for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, twisting and turning. Hits the pass, hit the hand. The referee says keep on playing. It's dragged out to the left-hand side. Quick runners. It's going to be a sliding challenge coming in from Habib Mohammed. Did a good job. And is able to take the ball for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And rolls it all the way to his goalkeeper, Kwame Ba, who lifts it up very neatly. Kayeke will start it all again for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. The catching of the side touches that again. It's rolled all the way back to Ganiu. Ganiu with the ball for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Approaching the halfway line. Hits the right floated chip cross right in front of Kwame Poku, who turns beautifully. Tries to dummy a man, but it was very, very, very difficult as they watch so closely. Maxwell Knedu getting increasingly frustrated. He doesn't look like the coach who's leading by 1-0 here at the Crosswell Stadium after 27 minutes. Throw in for Kumasi Asante Kotoko is Patrick Asamoah. He's got a lot of stories when it comes to international football. He's been featuring for Ghana in the youth level. Long ball into the penalty box of Legon Cities, but that's been headed out. Christopher Nete with it for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Tries to dribble from the left to the right. Lays it on nicely to Kayeke. Kayeke tries to stay on his feet. Turns out again. Looking to lay a pass. Isiama was dusting. It's come back again to the defense of Kumasi Asante Kotoko as they try to treat this and treat it very, very well. Ball out to the left-hand side. Controlled again on that left foot of Patrick Asamoah. Tries to move away and dummy three men. No opportunity. The ball is taken away, but the referee says and the freeman going their way.
Yeah, Patrick Asamoah has been quite enterprising on that left side. And like you said, he's had a bit of an interesting career. He came from Atalanta, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yep, one of the few players that you would see coming from outside the country, from Europe into the Ghana Premier League. He was signed by Kotoko, brought in from Atalanta in Italy.
Yeah.
And you can see that there's something quite technically beautiful about the way he even crosses the ball. He wraps his leg around the ball. And at the moment, he is behind this free kick. Looks like an in-swinger, George.
In-swinger from Patrick Asamoah.
Oh, beautiful.
Straight to the penalty box on good height, good power. But nobody was quite there to connect it. I thought the Legon City defenders did a very good job. Patrick Asamoah losing out in there. The ball has gone in beautifully. Then to Kayeke. Kayeke hits a pass. Was that Emmanuel Jeffy? Turned around nicely. No, that ball has gone all the way back to Ganiu. Ganiu then into, well, the little man who turns beautifully with a pass. It came in from Adum. Adum with the ball to Asamoah. Asamoah hits a long one. And this time is totally off target. And it was going nowhere. 29 minutes and 45 seconds. Kotoko lead by 1-0.
Yeah, approaching the hour mark, and you were speaking about 2 minutes ago about the agitation, the apparent agitation by Maxwell Knedu by Kotoko. Have an attack, yeah.
Have the ball again.
Oh, man.
Taken away from them.
They lost it.
As Legon City started all again. Francis Addo on his left foot. Hits a long chip pass, but that was going the way of Habib, who was running on and running back onto the 18-yard box of his own goalkeeper, Kwame Ba. They managed to control that. Baba Mahama controls on the chest still. Released that too early. It has allowed Habib again, who's having a fantastic game.
He is.
In what looks like a three
back
defense. Yeah, three back. Because though I see Adum often, and then there's Ganiu, and then there's Habib, and you see where
because
Adum is
Asamoah is definitely not playing defensive today. He's flying with not without wings.
Yeah.
He's flying on the wings.
On wings, yes, and on the left-hand side.
Shout out to Westlife. Flying without wings.
Well, yeah, we've got that. 13 minutes down here at the Crossball Stadium. Well, we've got some. Is that some smoke over? Well, it's for those who are going to enjoy some meats after. Definitely, we've got some chichinga on the side.
Yeah, that's one of the vendors around. But there's also the generator that's on, so it probably
it could be the generator.
Could be that. And like I've said, it's a very cool evening here at the Accra Stadium. As you know, we are not far from the beach. Yeah. It does tend to get balmy on occasion. You know, but yeah, oh, that's a bad tackle. It could be a red card.
He was definitely outmuscled there, but he was taking out.
Well, the ref has decided to use a dose of common sense, and not spoil the game. But
Emmanuel Jeffy was taken out.
Yeah,
to be fair.
Thank you. I think that's he was.
He was just taken out.
Taken out because Jeffy, with his pace and trickery, that's what he's known for. He was absolutely on his bike on that right-hand side, and the player absolutely took him out. Who took him out again?
Well, I was just trying to get that right, but it's definitely from the left-hand side.
Yeah, number
so
7.
That was going to be a proper hack coming in from Baba Bahama. I'm very sure about that. Ball out to the left-hand side though then. And it's bounced out, and it's going to be a throwing going the way of Legon City's live on Joy 99.7 FM. 31 minutes and 57 seconds.
And I was saying something about why, trying to answer why you were positing that Maxwell Konedu is a bit agitated. It's because that his side have been unable to keep a lead until the end yet.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to micromanage them to prevent Legon Cities from scoring.
And
that's what his frustration is about.
Yeah, one goal is not far away, so he needs to be out there. And the evidence of what we've seen at the moment, Legon Cities can score a goal any moment from now. 32 minutes. Kumasi Asante Kotoko have to defend. Ganiu with the ball for them. Hits a shot straight into Michael Ampedu. Took that out again. Now had to almost police the ball. Did that beautifully. Hit the pass into Patrick Asma. Asma turned around and hit in another very good pass. But that was certainly taking away deep inside midfield. And he was looking to set in a pass. It's gone into Emmanuel Jamfi. That is coming against Neti. Christopher Neti for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Can they find the second goal? Loves to dribble. Lace in the pass. Osman Ibrahim was trying to get into that. In the end, almost committed a foul. But referee has allowed play to go on because the Legon City's man failed to fall down. Oh, Baba Bahama with a pass out to the right-hand side. What is he doing next? He chips the ball into it. Can they get onto it? Still not a chance there. But beautiful defending there by Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
And it's a counter.
They're looking for a counter down the left-hand side. He'll try to trap this. Is that Kwame Poku with the ball then? Kwame Poku onto the right. It's a pass that has gone in nicely there. It's to Esiama. Esiama onto his left foot into the penalty box. He managed to get that man out, and that's going to be a corner kick going the way of Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
This is a good game.
Very good game.
It's a good
Played
game.
at the kind of tempo on a Friday night.
Well, it definitely looks like a match day 5 Ghana Premier League game because the first couple of games we saw a couple of teams laboring. But, we said that the first few games will be the end of the preseason for a lot of the teams.
Yeah.
We've had an election break where a lot of the teams have had about four days to do a lot of stuff. Then they had some Kotoko, for example, have had the opportunity to go to Mauritania, had that international experience to boost their confidence and all that. Legon Cities have changed coaches and all that as well. The regime has changed. Bashir says he's going to put more emphasis on condition and strength, and you can see in the way that is playing out here at the Accra Stadium. Good game after 34 minutes. If you have any comments, 055 1111997. That's 055 1111997.
Very, very important, and we'll be hearing from you as much as we can. So 0551 111 997.
Yes.
Yeah. Sounds like Joy 99.7 FM.
I know.
That's the kind of WhatsApp line you need, don't you? Hello to you listening to us in Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM. You always want to know about your darling club, Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Oh, we normally say darling club across Harsvok and what? Your fabulous club.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Asante Kotoko.
Don't mix your descriptors, George.
That's right. Fabulous. It's great to have all of you listening to us, and we can hear from you as well on the Love FM official WhatsApp line. Or indeed, you can do so as you're tweeting and as at Joy Sports GH, or indeed at Love 99.5 FM. Corner kick for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Taking down the left-hand side. It's a quick shot taken now into Asma. Asma hits another loaded one, almost indicating that he needs more runners, but the ball will be taken over nicely by Christopher Netti. Can he dribble though? It's a big question to be answered. It's not been answered by him. The ball looked to have been legitimately taken away by Nathan Aqua, but the referee has spotted something and has called for an infringement there, and it's going the way of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. If you're joining us on Parrot 99.7 FM in Sunyani, we say great good evening to you wherever you are. If you're listening to us on Radio 123 in Tamale, hello to you. Let's hear from you. What have you made of the game so far? After 35 minutes, Kumasi Asante Kotoko lead by 1-0 here at the Accra Sports Stadium, with the floodlights lashing on this green turf here. An empty stadium here greeting the two teams, obviously, because we are trying to manage COVID-19 in Ghana. It's a corner kick on the way of Kumasi Asante Kotoko from the left-hand side, loaded into the penalty box. Heads go up. Nobody was tried. Going to get over it. Now on to the right-hand side. Kwame Opoku is a 6-footer. Hits a pass up nicely. It's gone to Patrick Asma. Turns around. Lays over pass in again to Kayeke. Kayeke forwards that ball. It was square but high. And it's managed to get Christopher Nete. Nete could go over a man. But the referee has agreed that that's not the way to go about things. So it's going to be a free kick going the way of Legon Cities. At 1-0, advantage Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
It is indeed. These two teams know each other very well. It's been and probably this is a good time to bring in something that has been interesting for sports journalists. When looking at the statistics of Legon cities, do you add their past as one all-stars?
I add their past.
You add
They
their
are
past.
Former Ghana Premier League champion. Former Ghana Premier League champion.
They've only been renamed.
Yeah.
All right then.
I thought I had to explain that to the BBC when Asamoah Gyan moved there.
Yeah.
So I tried to give them a background on that. That hello, they won the Ghana Premier League.
This
before.
is why all-stars.
Yeah.
In new skin.
Yeah.
You know, they are like those animals that molt.
Yep.
They shed off their skin
Yep.
and then get new ones. Yes.
Very, very important. Let's see what they can do. Kumasi Asante going to try some intricate passing right now in the penalty box of Legon Cities. All of that petered out. And there was a long ball absolutely to nobody there. And so Kumasi Asante going to take it away nicely. Kayeke is one.
And that
very
was
huge
going
man.
nowhere.
Have you checked them out? Kayeke, Ganiu, Asma, even to a certain extent, Habib. These are proper 6-footers.
And
all over the ball and imposing.
And the big one.
Kwame Poku as well.
Kwame Poku, for those who have not seen him, gangly, tall, 6-footer of a player. And he has this, what they call in the local parlance, you know, the K-legs.
Yeah.
But don't be fooled. Don't be fooled.
Baba Bahama with the ball for Legon City. Strikes out a wide pass to the very near touch line. Long ball into the penalty box. That was headed out and headed out very well. Kumasi Asante Kotoko lead by 1-0. Off out to the left-hand side. He's dragged the ball back into it. Francis Addo for Legon Cities. Halfway through enemy territory. Ball out to the left-hand side. Legon City sporting their wine or orange and green, I should say. Yeah, we've got a tad of wine like that, okay? So like
orange.
I'll say orange. I was going to say like the wine of
orange and royal blue tops.
Yeah.
And then royal blue shorts with orange trimmings.
Yeah.
And then yellow socks.
It's just a funny thing about colors and all of that.
George's for those of you who've been listening to George and I over the last 5 years,
I don't like colors.
You know he has a color problem. So yeah.
How would you describe the Wolverhampton Wanderers color there as well?
Orange.
Yeah, okay. That's a fine line.
Yeah,
always.
orange,
between that. Anyway, okay, let's take it that way. And at the moment, right now, you have a situation on the pitch now. Kumasi Asante going to have an issue?
Yes, one of their players is down. We couldn't see who it was, but we'll give you an update pretty shortly. Gives the opportunity for some of the players to get some water and also a lull in the game. I see some of the Legon City staff throwing bottles of water onto the pitch for some of their players to take a swig as well. I imagine that they will not be as cool as we are.
Yeah, don't want.
Yeah, in the comfy commentary box. And next to us is the VIP box as well, where we have some of the officials of both clubs. And we also have Fabio Gama, the Brazilian, who is here to play for Asante Kotoko, but he's here watching how things proceed. And shortly, hopefully, we'll be seeing him illuminating the Ghana Premier League.
Yeah, that's hopefully. I like the fact that you added hopefully. It's a long way out, isn't it? We've done 40 minutes.
He's got his work permit.
Yes.
He's got his work permit sorted
ready
out
to do the job
about last week. So he's good to go. I'm not sure what. Oh, but there's a Kotoko player who is down and out, George.
I have a closer look at it again and try to confirm who's just gone down there for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Live on Joy 99.7 FM wherever you are. Paul is with Legon Cities, who are down by 1-0. Kumasi Asante Kotoko have got their goal. We're yet to confirm who's coming up. A number of the players.
Osman Ibrahim.
Osman Ibrahim, the goal scorer, is down and he's out at the moment. Not sure if it's going to be substituted, but I'll just bring you on and want to read a bit of your messages. Remember that we love to hear from you what you've made of the game so far. Well, now Kumasi Asante got to go have the ball. 40 minutes and 53 seconds. Ball out to the right-hand side. Dragged up beautifully. Oh, that was a great dummy. And he's taking it nicely. It's Emmanuel Jemfi on the way, on the edge of the penalty box. Hits the ball into the penalty box now. Drags that one. But for down, that was good.
He was
spread his legs out wide and grabbed that somehow there.
Good goalkeeping. But it's probably, George, we have a counter-attacking situation from Legon Cities.
For Legon Cities. Passes the ball into the penalty box. Can he hit that? Oh, no.
Lazy.
That was so feeble.
Lazy.
Casual hit of the ball. And Kwame Ba all said, thank you, guy.
Lazy. I'm not sure who that was, but he should be kicking himself. And Bashir cannot even speak there. His arms akimbo and shaking his head because he should have done better there.
I don't know what Oklu was thinking about, Gary.
Rafael Oklu there?
Yes, I don't know what he was thinking about Well, had he lost gas then? Was he tired?
You mean?
Sometimes that's all we see. He got the opportunity, but the man is tired. Well, no, now the ball is going beautifully to Jonas Atukwe. Atukwe has been brought down, and there's a free kick going the way of Legon Cities. 41 minutes and 55 seconds. We've had an absolute ball here at the Crossbar Stadium, and I must tell you, this game is far from over. Patrick Asma in the book of the referee.
Well,
in the meantime, substitutions.
It's all happening here. On 42 minutes, Maxwell Konadu is making a substitution. It's Ibrahim Osman, the former King Faisal player, who's come up.
And it's going to be the brother of Suleiman Tari getting in right now. Muniru.
So Evans Adumaku is on for Ibrahim Osman,
Okay,
who
there's
was
gonna be
injured and has been stretchered off.
Yes.
But we do see the brother of Suli Ali Muntari
Also getting ready.
also getting ready. He's on the touchline in the number 8 there. And I should tell you that because of him, Muntari has been coming to the stadium every time to watch all the games of Asante Kotoko. The last time he was here was on Sunday and Saturday for the original and the rescheduled games for Asante Kotoko versus the Mauritanian FC Nouadhibou in his vintage car as well. I was driving behind him when I was going home from the stadium, and I was trying to get a sense of what car it was. I mean, I had no idea because it wasn't any of the recognizable brands, the Toyotas or the Hyundais
No,
or
hold on. But
any
you know,
of the Benzes.
but you know Suleiman Tari is a car freak, right?
Yeah, I know. I mean,
So,
he's got a car shop and everything. But
one of the cars you understand
one
later.
of the vintage cars, I didn't know what brand it was as well. But he's got taste. Yeah.
Well, I think you were trying to crack that little puzzle. It was not easy to do.
Yeah. And I told somebody and they said, yeah, because your money no they catch.
Yeah, your money.
Anyway, Muntari's brother Muniru is on there.
Right now. Long ball now into the penalty box for Lagos City. It's beautiful header, but that goes above the post. There's no chance there. So it still remains 1-0. And Gary's just indicating Evans Adomako was on. And just to tell you again, Muniru is on. Sule Muniru is on right now in this game. And it'll be very interesting to see what happens here. Kwame Ba with his arms open wide, holds the ball finally, hits it above his 6-yard box, lays it onto the turf and is ready to hit it all the way in. If you're joining us on Parrot 99.7 FM in Sunyani, joining us on Volta Premier in Keta Radio, if you're joining us in Jubilee or Jubilee Radio in Keta, listening to us in Tamale, listening to us in Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM, Asante Kotoko lead by 1-0. And we're very close to the end of the first half. Can they find a second goal? Adomako has been brought down. The ball is bouncing midway through the Legon City's half. Ball into the center circle, headed on by Ganiu, controlled on the head again by Francis Mensah, Nicholas Mensah. Now it's gone again right into midfield. Brahima Ali Foster heads the ball further back out. It's a little bit of work to be done right now. Christopher Nete with the ball all the way back to his goalkeeper, Kwame Ba, who hit that with the left foot. It's gone straight to Evans Adomako. He's lost the ball now. It's gone out again to Brahima Ali Foster for Legon City. Struck the ball into Baba Mahama. It's coming to Francis Ado. Ado with a long ball now into the penalty box then. Can they try to control that? He turned around. Francis Cujo still with the ball for Legon City. Lays it up now. Will he try to hit a shot? The shot comes in across the face of goal and was going absolutely nowhere there, Gary. Gary, I'm not too sure why you're shaking your head.
Well, I said under my breath that Legon Cities are not serious. In simple terms.
In simple terms, you say.
They play too much.
But that's a good opportunity there.
I mean, they play too much.
Okay.
You know, unnecessary touches.
Yep.
And that, look, by next month by this time.
Don't prophesy.
Look, next month by this time, Bashir Hayford would have wiped off all those excesses from these boys.
I think so.
He would have. He will whip them in line. He will say, "In your ball now, oh yeah, one touch."
They may score a goal right now. The ball is out to the right hand side. Oh, Jonah Atukwe with the ball. It clattered, came up into the air. Goalkeeper Kwame Ba in 2 minds, just a bit there. Some chaos, but can they try and make the most out of it? There's a man still down. It's still Jonah Atukwe down.
And
that
there
needs to be sorted out.
we go. You just saw what Legon Cities did.
Yeah.
Got the opportunity and they passed the ball to absolutely nobody in particular. And that is what I'm saying. Bashir Hayford is going to work on in the intervening months. That's what he's been brought to do. Meanwhile, Jonah Atukwe, of course, came from Brecum Chelsea.
Yeah.
One of the better players of Brecum Chelsea as well. And he's here at Legon Cities. He is good on a good day. He's quite good.
And you made the point. They've had some interesting buys, Legon City.
Oh, yeah, they have.
It's all up to what they do with it right here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for listening to us. It was supposed to be Ghana Connect, but we are connecting with football this evening And we thank you so much for joining us wherever you are. There's more in terms of our coverage. Ghana Premier League, all throughout the weekend. Gary R. Smith will be with you the sports arena. You missed a bit of locker room, but this is an abridged version, we want to say. 45 minutes now. We're doing 2 minutes of added on time. Very soon we'll hear from the referee's whistle and we'll be calling for the end of the first half. It's 1-0 if you're joining us. Osman Ibrahim from a wonderful cross from the left-hand side into the penalty box of Fatal Dauda. And all he needed to do was meet that very well, cautiously with his right foot, side-footed the ball into the net. And Kumasi Asante Kotoko have since led all the way through. Beautiful. The stands where we find ourselves, well, there's still pockets of spaces. Appears that we are adhering to the number, almost maybe, but the entire stadium is empty. Ball has gone into the area of Legon Cities with a flick on header. Now he wants to keep it right on the feet. Kwame Poku with the ball down. On to the Russian Patrick Asma. He was able to go past the first man, but not the second. And he's going to try and marshal this, watch this all the way down. He's been forced to keep the ball in play now and then forced to concede an unnecessary throw-in. That will bring some kind of pressure on them before the end of the first half. Referee in blue and black. Kumasi Asante Kotoko in all red with the yellow and green stripes. Very, very close to the near touch line. The throw-in has been effected. It went into Kwame Poku. Kwame Poku turns out. The ball is into Sule Muniro. Muniro with a beautiful dribble, and you can see how bulky he is. Great big guy. Will be very, very difficult to get him off the ball. But the referee calls for the end of the first half in this game, and it is 1-0. Kumasi Asante Kotoko lead Legon Cities after Osman Ibrahim did a fantastic job connecting from across from the left-hand side to place it beyond goalkeeper Fatal Dauda. 1-0. The Porcupines should be happy about this.
They should be indeed, but there's a bit more that they would need to work on, and I'm sure Max Okonedu is going to address that. I have zero problems with their urgency. I have been absolutely satisfied with Kotoko's sense of urgency. What they probably would want to do is to, in the final third, be a bit calmer, because getting into the final third has not been the problem, because from the left and the right, Patrick Asma down the left, Emmanuel Jemfi down the right have been doing so much damage. Even in the middle, Emmanuel Kayeke has been a bit erratic in the way he's been playing. But when they get to 20-25 yards, that final ball has been a bit lacking. They have options of players who can hit it long, and I think that they don't vary what they want to do. They've become a bit too predictable, because it's either Patrick Asma is going down there using his superior pace to get into the box and get the ball into the box and try and to do some damage. Yeah. We are not seeing any varied play. We are not seeing any attempt, like you mentioned earlier in the commentary, to employ their six-footers, cross the ball onto their heads, bully the Legon City's defenders. We are not seeing that. So that is an option that Maxwell Konedu would want to explore in the second half as well. But endeavor-wise, I think that it's been quite good, and I think that the second half will even be better. For Legon Cities, you play too much.
Right, Gary, let me say a big thank you. End of the first half here at the Crossport Stadium. It is 1-0. Kumasi Asante Kotoko lead. We'll go straight to the studio, because we're going to bring the Joy Sports BBC two-way series. I had a great chat with the BBC's John Bennett. Now you enjoy that, and we'll come back for the second half. Enjoy this. Thanks, John, for your time this weekend, and it's a special one to look forward to. Games to come shortly, but racism reared its ugly head again in the Champions League game between PSG and Istanbul Basaksehir. How disappointing is all of this in the face of players taking the knee before matches and the massive activism around the world?
Hello, George. Yes, great to speak to you again. It was an historic moment, wasn't it, on Tuesday night, to see both sets of players taking such a strong stance. And I think for the most part, they've been congratulated around the world of football for sticking together, for being unified. The Paris Saint-Germain players straight away were right behind the Istanbul Başakşehir players in this decision to walk off the pitch. And it's been really interesting, hasn't it, to see the reaction of the players. Remember, I'm sure you all know, but the match was abandoned at 0-0 after the fourth official was accused of using a racist term, allegedly a racist term towards the Başakşehir assistant Pierre Webo. And the players really took a strong stance. The likes of Demba Ba really stood up to be counted. What a leader Demba Ba is. And it's been really interesting to see what the players have had to say this week since the restarted game, which ended 5-1. Again, the players I thought were superb before that game, by the way. It was a really powerful moment when they took a knee, raised their fists before the match. And there were the anti-racism banners around the stadium as well. Kylian Mbappe said, Of course, I'm proud of what was done. We're not disappointed not to play. This was on Tuesday. We made a decision. We were proud. There's nothing better than actions. And I think that's the really interesting thing to say. You'll know this, George. Samuel Eto'o, legend of world football, African football, has been calling for players to do this for years, hasn't he? He's always said, this is what to do. Less talk, more actions. If racism happens, whether it's in the stands or on the pitch, walk off the pitch, because that is what will really make a statement. And I think this is a line in the sand. And I think if it happens again, hopefully it doesn't, but if there is racism in the stands or on the pitch, I think players now will feel they can walk off the pitch. But let's see what UEFA do. I think the players, from hearing what they've had to say, don't have a huge amount of confidence that UEFA will take strong action. If he's found guilty, the fourth official who denies that he said anything racist will get a 10-match European ban. But Nasser Chadli was a guest on our BBC World Service World Football programme this week, and he kind of hinted that he's not that confident that UEFA will take strong action. But, a lot of players will be watching, a lot of high-profile players, not only from Paris Saint-Germain and Istanbul Başakşehir, but a lot of high-profile people in football will be waiting to see what happens next and what action UEFA takes.
Manchester United next, John, and at this stage, very worrying times for fans, with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's ship docking in the Europa League after a brilliant start in the Champions League. So, how do you explain United's capitulation in the Europa League competition?
Well, I have to say I wasn't hugely surprised that they lost against RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig are a quality team. Julian Nagelsmann, brilliant coach. I mean, you could see he worked on Manchester United's weaknesses. I know that they lost 5-0 here in Manchester, RB Leipzig, earlier in the competition, but you can see that Julian Nagelsmann, what an expert coach he is. He picked out Manchester United's weaknesses and really went for them. So, Manchester United out of the Champions League. The costly defeat for them was the Istanbul Başakşehir match. I can't believe they lost that game. If they'd won that game, they would be into the last 16. But they put themselves under real pressure by losing that game. That was the only win that Istanbul Başakşehir had in their debut season in the Champions League group stage. And he's put himself under huge pressure now, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If it goes wrong in the Manchester derby this weekend, then the pressure will be on. The club have constantly backed him, but you wonder how long the patience of the fans is going to last. They love Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, quite rightly, for what he did as a player, for what he stands for as a man as well. Seems like a really decent guy, and they've had some excellent games under him as well. And they did well last season to get into the top four. But if it goes badly wrong in the Manchester derby this weekend, the pressure is right back on.
John, we know Paul Pogba's agent has suggested that midfielder may have to leave United in January. Pogba's performances have not been that impressive so far, at best inconsistent, with Bruno Fernandes producing the opposite consistently, and Manchester United better off without Pogba. John, how easy has the job of the Ole out campaigners become, with the dwindling fortunes of the club very evident? And how would United fare in the Manchester derby?
Yeah, I think it's time to go now. I mean, everyone's getting bored of it, aren't they? Everyone's getting bored of Mino Raiola. He was obviously fantastic at his job, but it just leaves a bitter taste in the mouth when he, on the day before a game like that, he gets an interview published in an Italian newspaper where he draws Manchester United's concentration away from the big game. And I'm sure, listen, that's not why they lost the game, but it was a distraction before such a massive game. And Paul Pogba hasn't produced the great performances that we expect of him. I think sometimes he has been harshly criticised. I think sometimes people expect too much from him. And he's been blamed when he hasn't been the only player to blame for defeats. But I think it's time now for them to go their separate ways. Paul Pogba obviously isn't happy here in Manchester. Mino Raiola obviously wants to get him out of the club. And I don't think Manchester United need him that much now. Donny van der Beek has come in. I know he hasn't played much, but he will grow into an excellent Manchester United player. And as you say, Bruno Fernandes is their key man now. He's their talisman. I don't think Manchester United and Paul Pogba need each other anymore. I'd be happy to see Paul Pogba go and find his best form somewhere else, whether that's with Zidane at Real Madrid or whether that's back at Juventus. And I think Manchester United now would be happy to see him go.
John, so with Manchester United, Ajax, Inter Milan all dropping into the Europa League, how competitive has the competition become? One in which Spurs boss Jose Mourinho was eyeing as a possible first silverware for the Lily Whites.
Well, it's so difficult to predict, George, isn't it? Because Manchester United, despite all the negatives this season, they have delivered when it matters sometimes, haven't they? They've delivered some really good performances at times this season, some good comebacks. Away from home, they've been sensational. At home, they haven't been so good. They've been awful, to be honest, at home. And Manchester City, to be honest, haven't had a great season. After 10 games, City 1 point behind United. And you remember, United secured a first league double over City in a decade last season, so they have the confidence from that. Sergio Aguero won't start the game for City. He'll be on the bench, despite his goal-scoring return from injury in midweek. Manchester City, they seem to be hitting their stride, but I still think they're having a bit of trouble killing off teams at the moment. I don't think they're as efficient as they have been when it comes to taking chances. So there's always an opportunity for Manchester United if they can raise their game. That's what's so frustrating, George, for the Manchester United fans here in Manchester, where I'm talking to you from. The lack of consistency, because 1 week to the next, you don't know what you're going to get. Manchester United can deliver a superb performance, and then a few days later, they can be awful. So that's what really frustrates the United fans here in Manchester, and that's what makes it so difficult to predict this game.
Premier League games and the high-flying Chelsea are up against Everton in what looks like an upstairs-downstairs game at the moment. Do you expect Chelsea to keep winning or Everton to start a proper run from here?
I watched Everton last week. Not hugely impressed, I have to say, by what I saw. We talked about this a lot at the start of the season, didn't we, Everton, when they were doing so well. Were they the real deal? And I think we both agreed that it would take just 1 or 2 injuries to really knock Everton off their stride. And I think that's been proven to be the case now. Luca Digne, losing him is a massive blow. It leaves them really unbalanced. They started Fabian Delph at left wing back last week, and they did not look very good at all. So that's a big blow for them to lose a player like him. At the moment, I don't see them playing great football, and I can't see them beating Chelsea. Chelsea 17 matches unbeaten. I think your team is really up there as one of the big title challenges, certainly with that squad. The challenge will be, can Frank Lampard keep everyone happy? Can he keep them all pushing in the right direction? Because you look at their squad, it's as good as Man City's, it's as good as Liverpool's. They have to be up there challenging, not only in the Premier League, but also in the Champions League this season.
So, John, what must Arteta do to get his team back and firing against Burnley? There's a London derby as well between Spurs and Crystal Palace. What should we expect? 2
really big games, and Burnley, for all their problems, have a really good defence, don't they? And, you know, you've mentioned it, the trouble for Arsenal at the moment is goal scoring. They just can't seem to get the best out of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Alexandre Lacazette. Tactically, it was bizarre in the North London derby, firing a lot of crosses, which weren't getting them anywhere. So Mikel Arteta has to work out a way of getting the best out of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who's been in dreadful form this season. He just doesn't look confident at all. He's not getting in the same places, areas in the box that he used to last season. And it'll take one goal, it'll take one great game to get him back on track. Let's hope it's this weekend, because time is running out for Arsenal to really force their way back into the top 6 this season. And in terms of the Crystal Palace against Tottenham game, fascinating match. I was lucky enough to be at the Crystal Palace game last weekend when they beat West Brom 5-1. Yes, West Brom had a man sent off, but it was a wonderful second half performance from Palace. Eze and Zaha, they are a joy to watch when they're in full flow. So I expect Tottenham to win the game, but Crystal Palace will give that Tottenham defence some problems if they can get the best out of Zaha and get the best out of Eze.
Thank you very much, John Bennett, for your time on the show.
It can be very dangerous on these streets for a pedestrian. So here's how the National Road Safety Authority wants you to stay safe out there. If you're going to cross the road, make sure it's at a zebra crossing, on a footbridge, or at a traffic signal. If you're crossing anywhere else, please look left, right, and left again to ensure there are no vehicles approaching. And please pay attention. Put your phone away when crossing the road. One moment of distraction could end your life. Let's look out for ourselves, protect each other, and arrive alive. Thank you.
Also live on Love 99.5 FM in Kumasi. Also, I'll be taking you through the starting lineups of this game. Asante Kotoko have had 2 substitutions. They've had 2 substitutions, 1 injury enforced and 1 tactical sub. Sule Muniru, the brother of Sule Muntari, has come in, and I have a feeling that Muniru will have to forever live in the shadow, because we always have to refer to him, you know, or speak about him in reference to his more illustrious brother as well. But that's the way the world is. I mean, the other substitution was injury enforced, because Osman Ibrahim, formerly of King Faisal, of course, seemed to have clattered with somebody and came off, and Evans Adumako came on as well. So yeah, that's been the story. Legon CCs have not had any sub, but their telepathy has been wanting. They've been running into each other about 4 or 5 times that I've counted. They seem not to be on the same wavelength, and sometimes when they get the ball even in the final third, they are completely bereft of ideas. And as I've said, not once, not twice, sometimes I think that they play too much.
Ladies and gentlemen, of course, Gary Smith alongside me in commentary position. And we're bringing you the second half here at the Crossport Stadium. Another substitution for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And we are yet to confirm that for you. The player who has just come on, Gary Smith. But this should be an exciting second half to look forward to.
It will be indeed. And Asante Kotoko are looking to have their first clean sheet of this Premier League season. Yeah,
they're looking to, because they drew 1-1, they drew in the first game and drew the second game as well. They don't have a clean sheet, they have a clean sheet, so they really need to fight hard, and they need to work things out. Second half just underway.
So the Porcupine Warriors are winless in their first 2 games, drawing Techiman 11-1, that's 1-1, and then subsequently Brekum Chelsea, before having 2 games with Noa Dibu of Mauritania, or technically 1 game because they played 1 in Mauritania, and then the other one saw them have a bye because the Mauritanians could not field a complete team due to COVID issues as well. You can send us your comments, your thoughts, your predictions on this game on 055 11 11 997.
Kumasi Asante started very well. Woo! And that's a very hot challenge.
Robust challenge.
Robust, very difficult one. And that was really taking one by the heart and not by the head. And referee does not like this, so it's an infringement going the way of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And this is some 37 yards out. Kumasi Asante Kotoko lead by 1-0. Hello to you listening to us on Love 99.5 FM. Listening to us on 99.7 FM in Sunyani. Sule Muniru with the ball into the penalty box, loaded down to the far right, nodded into it again. And goalkeeper Fatal Dowda will call for calm and picks up the ball accordingly. He keeps the ball in his white jerseys today. light yellow gloves strapped to his hands, places the ball in his 6-yard box on the Osu side of this Accra Sports Stadium. Floodlights pretty much up, scoreboard very much on. Long ball now from Fatal Dowda straight into the center circle. Taking over now to the right-hand side. That's an easy turn. And Nathan Nakwa look for the 1-2. It's been completed. But that again was an interesting tackle coming in from Christopher Nette, Gary L. Smith.
Yes, let's go through quickly. The Legon City's 11, Fatal Dowda in goal and captain as well. Michael Ampedu, Nathaniel Akwa, Nicholas Mensah, Joseph Ajay, Francis Ado, Brahma Ali Fossa, Jonah Atukwe, Baba Mahama, David Kujo, and Raphael Oklu. That is the starting 11 for Legon City. They are unchanged from the beginning. For Asante Kotoko, it's Kwame Ba, Christopher Nette, Kwame Poku, Godfrey Siama, Emmanuel Jemfi, Emmanuel Kayeke, Kwame Adum Frimpong, and we have Sule Monero and Evans Adomako in there as well.
Live enjoying 99.7 FM Kumasi.
Samuel Frimpong is the 11th player because he has come on in the second half. Samuel Frimpong.
Oh, Samuel Frimpong, man in the number 2. He has come on for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
So the 3 subs, Samuel Frimpong number 2, Sule Monero number 8, and Evans Adomako number 7.
Yeah, that's right. Very, very, very important. And remember that you can send us your messages on our WhatsApp line 0551 111 997. It's the throwing goal the way of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Coach Bashir Hayford in his white long sleeve shirt, not tucked in, and his black trousers to match, and his white cap on the left dugout, really screaming out instructions to his players.
And it bears saying that Bashir Hayford today is the only coach of Legon Cities. Do you understand what I mean?
Only coach.
He's the only coach of Legon Cities.
The only man handling the technical matters.
Because previously they have had 2 coaches.
Right.
Asamoah Gyan and then the coach of the team. Now, he was asked at the press conference, oh, what are we seeing?
And Legon Cities with a wonderful shot there, went into the penalty box, but could not do anything about it. Another opportunity gone begging. Hope the players will find out there.
Should I repeat myself, George?
Yeah, go ahead.
Legon Cities. When I say Legon Cities, you say they play too much. Legon Cities.
You mean they play too much?
I mean, George.
Yeah.
Describe the action as what we saw.
Just make the point again. The player found himself free in the penalty box on the edge of the goalkeeper's 6-yard box, and he had some 2 yards between himself and the goalkeeper. He needed to hit a good shot, and hit such a feeble shot, so close to the goalkeeper with a yawning net, and they missed out the chance. I mean, you can't believe you'll be doing this at Ghana Premier League level.
Bashir Hayford, 2-time Ghana Premier League coach, winning coach. You've got a job to do.
And he's made the point. Won the Ghana Premier League with Ashanti Gold and with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Bashir Hayford, Legon Cities cannot say they have not had the chances. They have got the chances to level things up. Kumasi Asante Kotoko to punish them. Match up with the ball. KK hit the ball all the way, but that was going nowhere.
That was Kwame Poku, number 9.
Oh, Kwame Poku.
Kwame Poku. They have a similar frame.
Yes, Kwame Poku actually with the ball. He smashed that one right from the 20-yard spot. Well, the ball is out to the right-hand side. He'll be looking to drag that in nicely. Evans Adomako with the ball then. Adomako wasn't able to keep the ball, then he rolls out. And he will try to keep it so tight. It's a corner kick going the way of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They lead by 1-0. 49 minutes and 54 seconds. Corner taking shot. Rolled into Emmanuel Jemfi. Emmanuel Jemfi looking to get back onto the ball again, but taking nicely. It's not Evans Adomako turns around and miscued across. He was looking to center the ball, but Adomako with the ball again. He took it nicely. He comes down the penalty box. Referees just keep on playing. Emmanuel Jemfi couldn't keep that. And Legon Cities can clear the ball out from the area now. Long ball floating. Looking to pick up the run there of Raphael Oklu. Taking over now nicely by Kumasi Asante Kotoko. That was done magisterially there by Patrick Asma. Asma with the ball now into Christopher Nette. Nette will find Habib. Habib will turn, and he's got on the left-hand side Ganiu. Ganiu with the ball for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And he rolls it all the way to goalkeeper Kwame Ba, who controls with his right foot and hits up a pass out to Sule Monero. And well, that's going to be a throw-in going the way of Legon Cities. Even though Christopher Nette thought it was going his way. Just approaching the 60th minute mark in this game. And it's still 1-0. Hello to you listening to us on Parrot FM 99.7 FM in Sunyani. On Love 99.5 FM in Kumasi.
This game started with Legon Cities in 13th and Asante Kotoko in 14th. But as it stands on the live table, Kotoko jump. They don't move, they jump up to 4th Legon City's slip to 14th
Let's see what happens here.
as
then,
it stands. There are many, many more games to go in the Ghana Premier League. Don't forget, and I'll be telling you what the fixtures are for this weekend after this free kick, which has seen Legon Cities get back into, oh, nice dribble.
52 minutes down here at the Crossbar Stadium. Ball out to the left-hand side. Baba Mahama tried to dribble. He was offside. The free kick has been taken very quickly. Emmanuel Jamfi at interesting pace. He's got a lot of pace to bend. Now you want to ask the question, what happened? Was there a nudge in the back? The referee felt there was unnatural movement.
Again, this is what you call a 50-50 decision, because several referees would not have given it, but even more referees would have given it as well. So
That
yeah,
was Emmanuel Jamfi blistering into attack from the right-hand side, and it looked really devastating until there was some solace coming in from the defender from the left-hand side for Legon Cities. Long ball into the penalty box now. Legon Cities have to defend again, and wow, that was rather an attacking clearance rather than a defensive clearance. It ends up a throw-in going the way of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Asma hits that in very, very quickly. It's gone into Emmanuel Jamfi. Jamfi with the ball for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Tries to dilly-dally a bit now. Here's a beautiful pass into the penalty box. There is Boku. Oh, back flick nicely. The ball is coming beautifully. Christopher Nete. I'm not sure what he was trying to do on the end of it.
he was trying to be intricate.
And not to be fair to Boku, he actually teed him up to shoot.
Yes, he teed him up to shoot with a back heel, no less.
Yes.
That would have been quite spectacular on the Star Times highlights.
Yeah, that was a beautiful reverse switch pass. And what you do there is try and shoot on target when you are in some 12 yards onto the post.
True.
But then he failed to do that. Ball is out to the right-hand side. Already the assistant referee on the far touch line has flagged. And it's going to be an offside, an infringement going the way of Kumasi Asante Kotoko down the left-hand side. Gary was talking about some of the games we're looking forward to. Dreams FC, Accra Hearts Evoke is one big one. In the meantime, Kotoko have the ball on the edge of the penalty box of Legon Cities. Well, he tried to dribble that, and he's allowed the ball to go all the way with a looted ball into the penalty box. Nobody was trying to get onto that. Christopher Nete hits the first shot, hits the second shot. It comes out again, a player goes down, and referee calls for an infringement going the way of Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Suleimanero is hit in the stomach, it seems, by the Legon Cities player. Is it Suleimanero I saw? Yep. That's Suleimanero, who came on for Emmanuel Keyeke.
Yep.
Playing in that role. In fact, one of the arguments at the time Kotoko finished their recruitment for the season was that they seem to have an abundance of options in that position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they need
But
to sort
for
it
a
out.
team in Africa, they do need that.
Well, they need to. The only question is how long will they be in Africa? They have to answer that question, no?
Al Hilal on the 23rd will be probably their first big challenge there. A free kick.
Two-man wall. Hit nicely by Patrick Asma. It looked like it was traveling at some great speed from the left foot of Asma. The goalkeeper Fatal down the side all the way. He's thrown the ball back into the center circle. Oh, well, he went out. That was coming in from David Kujo. Kujo left the ball out there. It's coming to Baba Mahama. Mahama twisting and turning with the ball for Legon Cities. Onto his right foot. They are down by 1-0. If you're joining us, drags off a pass nicely. It's got to Nathan Akwa. Akwa hits a long ball across the face of goal. The header comes in. It looked like Kumasi Asante could manage to defend this very well. But the referee has called for a goal kick, much to the disappointment of the Legon City attackers.
And much to my disappointment as well, George.
You thought that should have been a corner kick, really?
Yes, I definitely should have been a corner kick. And much to my disappointment to George.
Unless an infringement was marked there.
Probably, I think that's what he saw, because I saw a Kotoko player go down and hold his midriff or something like that.
Maxwell Konedu has gone out to change.
Yeah, this is not what he was wearing.
He was wearing orange, something going the way of Goyle.
Yes,
and he's
yes.
come back with white. And now they look white, black. Now they're matching each other now, right now.
He
Both
and Bashir Hayford.
And Maxwell Konedu. Bashir Hayford has a cap though.
Yeah, the coolie high, they call it. The only difference is that Bashir Hayford has a coolie high. And for those of you who've been watching Bashir Hayford in the Ghana Premier League from the days of yore, he does seem to have coolie highs of different colors and shapes.
They're choosing white tonight.
He's chosen white tonight to complement the white shirt and the black trousers.
Well, if it was anything like the color of the day, then these guys are sorting out in the spring. If it's anything like that. Well, we've got some blue-black skies. It doesn't look like they're pregnant with rain.
Not at all.
It's a very
clear sky today.
At the Crossbar Stadium, Habib, another very dangerous defender for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. has allowed the ball to flow into Christopher Nete, who intends allows the throw in. We've done some 56 minutes here. Kumasi Asante Kotoko dragging the ball from their penalty box right now. Habib still with it. We'll be getting in a bit to tell you about the other games as the ball rolls out, Gary. Take us through the games for matchday 5 of the Ghana Premier League.
Yeah, Ebuswan Drops will be taking on Mediama, who have not been doing too well in the league. They need to sort themselves out. That will be tomorrow. Inter Allies will also host Bechem United. That will be also here in the capital. And then Adriana Stars on Sunday will be playing 11 Wonders. If Adriana Stars do not win, we need to have a conversation about them and how they've not started well as well. Asante Gold, fresh from crashing out of the CAF Confederations Cup, will be playing Almina Sharks in Obuasi. Karela, who are top of the league, will be playing the very slippery King Faisal. Liberty Professionals will be having a city derby with Great Olympics, and Wafa will be hosting Brecum Chelsea.
Gary, in the meantime, Lego Cities can find a way here. Turns around nicely, hits the shot. Wonderful save, but comes up again. And once more, a yawning net, and he could not glide that ball into the net. Excellent work indeed, done by Baba Mahama, dribbling down there, laid over pass nicely. There was an initial shot that came in from Jonas Atukwe, and then he got the opportunity or clue there again down the right-hand side, and he failed to tap it into the net. Yawning net.
We need a cane. George Addo Jr., we need a cane.
Oh, well, you have a cane in Bashir Hayford.
We need a cane for Bashir Hayford, because at this juncture, one may ask, what does he need the cane for? He needs the cane to get onto the field and give some capital punishment to the boys.
Well, Gary proving why he's not going to be a coach anytime soon.
Look,
if you lost your players, don't play for you again.
in the language of Bashir Hayford,
Baba Mahama is going again with the ball again out to the left hand side. David Kujo waiting for Lego Cities. They look like they're on the up. Oh, lovely dribble then. David Kujo turns around, still keeps the ball in the penalty box, but David Kujo is doing so much. Can he find help? The help comes to Nathan Akwa, who plays in another wayward pass. Lego Cities still with the pressure. Baba Mahama is on something tonight, turning everybody out. Long ball into the penalty box again. Can they drop it? He does it nicely. Can he hear the shot? Turns around, stays on his feet, and hit the ball. And that has gone out. Legon Cities cannot still find the answer, but are getting close.
They are getting close. But how much closer do you want to get? You are at the door. The key is in the door. Turn the lock, open the door, and score.
Well, it was that easy, Gary.
Well, yeah, it's that easy.
It doesn't appear to be that easy on the pitch. Then.
Well.
I'm just to be fair, Gary. I think that the Legon City players are struggling as well with fitness. It's just to be fair. They are. There's something else on their mind than scoring a goal. Well, we've got a player down, am I right? Okay, Kumasi Asante going to have to sort it out. And it's very, very interesting here at the CrossSports Stadium. Fantastic flow, great football Friday night. Joy.
And Legon Cities are bringing on the number 3. Asamoah Gyan is creating a buzz.
Asamoah Gyan is getting ready to come on. And there's applause right now reverberating here at the CrossSports Stadium. The walls of the CrossSports Stadium yielding to this.
You can feel the energy.
Asamoah Gyan, the baby Jets, is coming on for Legon Cities at 59 minutes and 41 seconds. Will he find the answer? But this is a very heavy looking Asamoah Gyan, who is working his way back to fitness. The captain's armband has immediately flown onto his arm. Asamoah Gyan on for Legon Cities. He was the sensation of the Joy Sports transfer countdown. Will he be the sensation tonight?
He was the icing on the cake of the show. Will he be the icing on the cake of this show that is going south for Legon Cities here in Accra?
As you made the point, 1-0, 60 minutes here at the CrossSports Stadium. Asamoah Gyan on the pitch, the wind blowing right now at some speed, and all the fans very expectant of what could possibly happen. Asamoah Gyan has said so many good things about Kumasi Asante Kotoko, including wanting to play for them before he retires. He hasn't retired. He may well still end up playing for Kumasi Asante Kotoko if they want him. Now though, Legon Cities, who have been doing everything but have failed to score. Ball is out to the left-hand side. Beautiful turn. But again, Christopher Nete saw it going all the way. You are live on Joy 99.7 FM. The scoreline is 1-0. Osman Ibrahim, who is off, scored a goal for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They have been a flurry of chances for Legon Cities, but have failed to place it at the back of the net. That's the problem here.
And you've used the right word. It's been a flurry. It's been coming. It's been coming. It's been coming. And they are not simply utilizing them. I mean, the fear right now is that Kotoko will have a flash of inspiration
And score the other end.
and make it 2.
It's so easy, the narration really. Remember as well, on Sunday on the Sports Arena, aside the Ghana football action, we've got for you live commentary of the English Premier League. We're coming away with Fulham versus Liverpool. Now though, the ball is out to the left-hand side. Baba Mahama has been hacked off right now by Muniru. Muniru Sule virtually lifting the man and throwing him away. And you should see the contrast in the sizes and body mass of Baba Mahama and Sule Muniru. It will help you appreciate the kind of fight we have on our hands here. Down the left-hand side. Legon Cities with a pass coming into Nathan Akwa. Nathan Akwa now receives the ball. Actually, to say, it came from Joseph Ajay. Now Nathan Akwa with the ball onto his left foot, trying to drive, trying to dribble. He takes a ricochet. It's controlled nicely again. Ball out, but hits, over hits. He looked to place the ball down the space, down the left-hand side. Well, it's just a pity, Gary, though, but I think they played well at 62 minutes and they're still down by 1 goal to 0.
In the immortal words of Ghanaian commentators of yore, you know, my oh my.
My oh my.
My oh my. Wow.
You love that, don't you? Well, it's a goal kick going the way of Kumasi. Asante got a call. Goalkeeper Kwame Bar with a long boot across the centre circle, deep into the area of Legon Cities. Oh, he looked to have taken the ball away. That could have been really dangerous. The heads go up with that head volley. Baba Muhammad turning again to pick up the ball then for Legon Cities. On to the left-hand side, turned around. Dami the man hit the pass into Brahima Ali Foster, and the ball has gone in nicely. Can he pick up the ball down to penalty box? Down, he's come to a challenge. Nobody was trying to get to it. That's another thing they have to solve. The pace of the game is amazing. Not sure Asamoah Gyan can follow the pace, but maybe he can position himself for the pass. The ball is coming nicely. Francis Addo. The ball is into Nathan Akwa. Nathan Akwa to Brahima Foster. Foster with the ball to Joseph Ajay. Ajay drags that out to the right-hand side and will try to bring him in man nicely onto the right-hand side. A long ball into the penalty box, and goalkeeper Kwame Bar can even afford to control the ball on the chest. 1 goal to 0. Hello to you listening to us on Volta Premier, listening to us on Jubilee Radio in Keta, listening to us on Radio Max in Takoradi, in Sunyani on Parrot FM 99.7 FM, in Cape Coast on ATL Radio 100.5, and around the world on myjoyonline.com.
The game, the pace of this game has reduced, you know, to a mere temperature.
They need to.
After being, after being feverish, it's reduced to a mere temperature after being feverish for the past 64 minutes or so. Great stuff.
We need to hear from you guys. You know what? We'll have a little chit chat. We've got the boys all here. NRPV Forsen is here. Riku Ampoff as well. Benaya here. Mubarak is there. Haruna Mubarak is here. The whole Joy Sports team here for you. Have I missed any name out?
Except the guys on television who are on duty
who
too.
are working,
yeah.
They would have been here. Hans and the likes will be here to watch this game. So you want to check us out? We've got updates on myjoyonline.com.
And that is what Friday Night Football is supposed to be about.
Yeah.
You know, to create an alternative source of entertainment, because it's COVID era, people don't want to go out.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Oh no, yeah, that's one. The part two, the boys have a little, yeah, they know. It's a free kick right now for Kumasi Asante.
You know, so boys like to come to the stadium,
yeah,
and then afterwards, go to another kind of stadium.
Yeah,
you know.
Well,
so that's what Friday Night Football is.
At full time you hear from them, but now it's a free kick for Kumasi Asante. Got to go. Sulemanu lining up for this as well. Asma over it as well. Muniru hits a shot. Looks like a good shot. But actually went straight to the arms of goalkeeper Fatal Dauda, who had to stay put and receive that ball. Well, now he's rolled the ball down, and Legon Cities will start it all again. Now we've done 65 minutes. That's a pass out to the left-hand side. Controlled nicely. Dragged onto the left hand. David Kudjo couldn't stay on his feet. Referee calls for Freeman. Taken very, very quickly. And the ball is coming from Brahima Foster. It's out to the right-hand side. Now, Ampedu turns around. It's back again to Foster. Foster with the right foot. Drags the cross into the penalty box. It's coming from the head of Francis Addo. Habib couldn't handle that. Taking over again. Addo is trying to fight and keep the ball in. That's going to be a throw-in from the near touchline. Maxwell Konedu continuing to scream instructions. He has a slender lead here at the Crossport Stadium. Now the 1-2 has been completed. It's back to Nathan Akwa. Nathan Akwa with a left-in swinger. Goalkeeper Kwame Gwan misses out there. But Captain Emmanuel Jemfi, no, let me say, now Assistant Captain Emmanuel Jemfi picks the ball and hits it out because of some...
Kwame Ba at the moment lays supine in his penalty area. And as you know, per the rules, the goalkeeper goes down like that, it's got to be stopped.
I mean, you feel that at this stage, they need to slow it down. If Kumasi Asante could not slow it down, they may be in trouble. They have a bit of a goal poacher right now. Who can score the goals if he sees goal? I thought the only thing is that if he's going to be able to live up with the pace and stick to the kind of action that's done here. So captain of Kumasi Asante got to go. Emmanuel Jemfi just in the process there. The players are having a little swing. Washing their faces right now with the bottles of water on the side touch. And just on the sideline, Maxwell Kunedu is having a word with the referee. I'm not too sure, the assistant referee. Not too sure what he's saying there. Bashir Hayford continues the motto in his dugout, looking very, 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 hungry for something tonight and pretty aggressive. More Legon City's players are getting close to their coach and to the technical area. Legon City's in orange and black, playing from right to left. Kumasi Asante Kotoko in the red with yellow and green stripes. There's a beautiful looking across Sports Stadium with quite a number of the fans looking over here. We've got journalists beneath our stand right now. And to our far side, we've got the empty seats and the blue-black sky, which doesn't look like would give us a hint of a rain of anything of the sort. It's a game that should go brilliantly tonight. And we've got the scoreboard looking above the stadium and reading at the moment. Kumasi Asante got to go 1, Legon City's nil at 67 minutes. Kumasi Asante got to smash the ball past into space, and it will allow you to come up with more, right?
Yes, indeed. I mean, I'm watching the positioning of Asamoah Gyan. Even as he's off the ball, 2 players are marking him at all times.
Making it difficult for him to find the space, though. He could be very, very dangerous, and you know that. But let's see what he can bring to the party tonight. 68 minutes, and Legon City's the Royals. They're the Royals. They're up against the Porcupine Warriors, who lead by 1-0. What a trajectory, what a season. Kumasi Asante got a goal drawn 1-1. We're touching man 11 wonders. Drawn as well with Brickham Chelsea. And tonight have a slender lead. Ball is into Emmanuel Jemfi. Emmanuel Jemfi backtracks, almost came down from his own momentum. The ball has been taken away, but he's not able to keep himself right. He never runs all the way and he's been dragged down.
Yellow card.
And referee rightfully calls. There's an infringement going the way of Legon Cities, and that's right. It's a yellow card as well. Was that Nete? Or that was Samuel Frimpong? Let's be sure who got that. Live on Joy 99.7 FM. A man is down. And well, he needs to be sorted out. I'll just try to check what that was. Whatever the case is, a card has been issued. And the scoreline remains 1-0. Such a good Friday. Your Friday could even be better. It will be better, I thank you, because from here you can head over to the Labadi Beach Hotel. DJ Black coming with the weekend warmer, and the weekend warmer with the distance, they say, at the Labadi Beach Hotel. So, we're yet to have this one effected. Joseph Ajay, another 6-footer, towering figure. Hits the ball back again, and it's gone in nicely to Nicolas Mensah. Mensah with the ball into the center circle, taking the ball now by Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Beautiful work done there as he dragged it all the way back. Touched by Nathan Akwa, lost that. It's gone into Emmanuel Jemfi. Jemfi with the ball down the right-hand side. Jemfi's looking for the next pass. It's a right chip on cross, control of the chest. Poko couldn't quite hit it, and well, that's a shot that went above everybody. It was going absolutely nowhere. Adumako knows he should have done a better job down the left-hand side. Poor shots. And so Legon City is taking all over again. Coach Bashir Hayford screaming out instructions. 1-0. Kumasi Asante Kotoko here at the Crossport Stadium against the Royals. He's out to the right-hand side. Beautiful touch over the touchline. He tried to dribble. It's been taken away nicely by Patrick Asma. Asma with the pass on. And we're looking to send his man right into it. Nete trying to make a run. Ball has come right into the midfield area. Samuel Frimpong was looking to get a bit of that. It's a beautiful turn. Oh, lovely pass. Has he latched onto it? Can he score? And no, the referee has called for an offside already. And even before that, attack could have gone into it. After 71 minutes here at the Crossport Stadium. And 1-0 with Kotoko leading, Gary.
We have, indeed. No need to have interrupted you at any point because
No, not at all, because the action is flowing.
you were on a roll.
Asamoah Gyan clipped that one, sending the pass in his favorite number 3 jersey. But the ball has gone all the way to the left-hand side, and we'll try to bring it up again. But look what, if there's going to be a goal, it should be Legon Cities. But you have this feeling over and over again. There's an inkling that look what, Kumasi Asante may just find one chance and place it into the net down on the right-hand side here.
Yes, it's more likely that Kotoko will have a second than for Legon City to have the equalizer, I think.
And that's what it looks like here. The Cosmo Stadium is out to the left-hand side for Kumasi Asante who want to drop that in. That was a big boot of the ball by Monero. And they will have to be very, very careful about whatever they're doing at the back. I'm not sure if they're setting offside traps. But Legon Cities have only been saved in the nick of time a number of times. Last day's tackles coming in is up to the left-hand side. Nathan Aqua with a pass into Francis Ado. Ado into Asamoah Gyan. Asamoah Gyan here to chip. Backward pass. It's gone all the way to Baba Mahama. Mahama back again to Francis Ado. Ado with the ball all the way to Joseph Ajay. Ajay with a pass, dragging that in. That was coming in from Nicholas Spencer into Joseph Ajay. Joseph Ajay now with the ball to Jonas Atukwe onto the right-hand side. Legon Cities now daring and getting closer to the penalty box of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Excellent tackle there by Christopher Neti, but he wasn't able to keep that, and so that ball rolls out. It's going to be a throwing going the way of Legon Cities. They're down by a goal to nil, and we've got more games coming your way this weekend. You want to join us on the Sports Link tomorrow? Nathaniel Antos over that. There's a sports review early tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. on the Joy News channel. We've got the Sports Arena for you on Sunday. Let's scoreboard as well to chase. And very important that you join us later in the evening to check out the full scores. Now, Legon Cities have a free kick very close to the far touch line. Diagonal to the edge of the Kumasi Asante Kotoko penalty box. Goalkeeper Kwame Bar screaming out instructions. There's almost a cluster right now around the D, and referee is still calling for final instructions to the players who have formed a little cluster right now there and looking to deliver and looking to connect when the ball comes into it. 73 minutes. Legon Cities with an opportunity right now. Basiru Hayford cannot watch anymore. Looking down to the turf, turns down. There's a long ball sent into the penalty box. Heads go up. It's been headed up by Silamanirul. The ball goes up again, and this was a totally wasteful effort coming in by Legon Cities. And I don't know if this tells a story of why we have not had, Gary, enough scorers. We've not had enough goals scored in the Ghana Premier League. Is this simply the story? Because we cannot say the chances have not been greater. They have been, but the strikers are either not sharp enough or have flapped their lines and made the half of all the opportunities they've had.
Well, I think it's a combination of both, George. Looking at the numbers, we are averaging what looks like 1.87 goals per game in the Ghana Premier League now. This is the 31st game. We've scored 57 goals now, you know. So it's not that bad, but I do hear what you are saying.
Yeah, they need to score the goals because I tell you,
I do hear what you're saying.
We've had some pretty
a lot of draws
opportunities here for the sides to take, and they haven't taken them. Even for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and again for Legon Cities. David Kutu was brought down. The referee is called for Friedman. This is halfway through the enemy territory around the centre circle. Here at the Crossport Stadium, Legon Cities playing from right to left now. And Kumasi Asante Kotoko playing from left to right. Oh, beautiful dribble there, but taking it again. And I thought there was an outstretched leg, clearly. Referee calls for Friedman. Don't agree?
It's been interesting, some of the decisions from the ref today, George. It's been interesting, but I mean, to be fair, he's giving some interesting ones both ways.
Yeah.
So it's not been one-sided at all and boring and predictable from the ref.
Another opportunity for Legon Cities. This time, 28 yards out. Here at the Crossport Stadium. Can they find a goal? Who is ready to take this? Asamoah Gyan. I just feel it may be slightly far out for Asamoah Gyan. Slightly far out. Asamoah Gyan, I can see the folds up right now. A moment of magic from Asamoah Gyan here at the Crossport Stadium. Would it be? Paces, looks at the ball now. The applause is going up. Can Asamoah Gyan score this goal? Goes ball, hit the shot. Well, it's good effort.
Good effort.
And went straight to the goalkeeper and he'll pick it up there.
Very good effort from Asamoah Gyan. I mean, there was an air of expectation, a wind
around the stadium.
of expectation around the stadium.
and pushing him to score the goal.
Basically,
backing him to do that.
The air was sucked into the stadium, waiting to explode at a moment of magic from Asamoah Gyan, but
no.
Nehi.
No. Kwame Ba was laughing at that. He picked it up nicely. Oh, Samuel Frimpong with a beautiful turn, but that pass was going nowhere. And wow. Joseph Ajay has the luxury of hitting a flick-on pass with the side of his boot over and back. 78 minutes. Kumasi Asante got to lead by 1-0 for joining us. Osman Ibrahim has made the difference. Hello to you listening to us in Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM. Listening to us in Cape Coast on ATL 100.5 FM. Listening to us as well in Tamale on Radio 123. In Takrady on Radio Max. In the Volta region and Volta Premier. In Keta on Jubilee Radio. Listening to us on Parrot 99.7 FM in Sunyani. And of course around the world on myjoyonline.com. We thank you so much for sticking with us. Let's hear from you on the WhatsApp line 0551 111 997. Throw in going the way of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Someone Frimpong standing over it right now. Is a infringement, I must say rather, for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Very close to the near touch line. Bashi Hayford looking on. Max Okunedu now with folded arms. It's a chip cross into the penalty box, headed out the air by Joseph Ajay, controlled by Muniru Sule. It's been headed out again by Joseph Ajay, now controlled by the baby jet Asamoah Gyan. Turned around, couldn't stay on his feet. Ball was taken away from him. Muniru Sule with another ball onto the left-hand side, controlled now by Evans Adomako, and he came down without anyone challenging him. So what went wrong, Gary?
I don't know. George. Some of the things happening in this game are beyond description. I mean, the ball came to him and he just let it go.
Under no pressure from anyone.
No.
Not even under pressure from the referee or any fans on that side.
Probably invisible.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Lead by 1-0. It's a slender lead. Are you sensing deja vu? It was just about the situation against Brecon Chelsea. Is there a goal here for Legon Cities? Can they find a way back? And more importantly, stop Kumasi Asante Kotoko from scoring and winning this game? Are we going to have a substitution? That's quickly be effected. Gary, we're checking that right now though. Ball into the center circle. Coming in nicely from Brian Foster. It's gone into Nicholas Mensah. Long ball, flick on header, bouncing around there. Legon Cities cannot find a goal. Legon Cities allowed that ball to bounce. It didn't take an awkward bounce, to be fair. Goalkeeper Kwame Ba read the trajectory of that ball and only grabbed that. They need to do a lot more if they need to score goals. Yeah,
Kwame Ba has been good in this game as well. We need to give him props. I mean, there's always going to be the eternal argument about Maxwell Konedu preferring Kwame Ba in the season gone by, to Felix as well. But Felix
came on and proved a lot.
Proved.
Hey, there are three fantastic goalkeepers. Anyone given the chance will do well.
Yeah.
I'll leave you to do the rating yourself. Fans, you can go ahead with the rating. But I know we have three fantastic goalkeepers. My favorite is Felix anyway. Reasons beyond the pitch anyway, but it's fine. You can do your analysis on where he goes. But it's all good to see the keepers come out and do their best. Bashir Hayford, what is going through his mind, Gary? Monitoring his movements inside the dugout.
I think he's in a period of honeymoon. He's in a honeymoon period for Legon Cities at the moment.
He is.
Oh, come on, George.
There's no time. The team needs to win.
Don't be like that.
The ball out to the right-hand side. Long ball into the penalty box, but once again, right into the arms, or straight into the arms of goalkeeper Kwame Ba. Legon Cities really need to put their act together if they want to score a goal. It's 1-0 if you're joining us. Kumasi Asante Kotoko in the first half. The ball from the left-hand side was a cool low cross, and Osman Ibrahim managed to control that and hit the ball into the net. The ball is now with Nathan Aqua taking over now. Emmanuel JP calling from Friedman. That's been given to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, but he won't allow them to play Baba Mahama. Could be very, very, very naughty. But the referee has actually asked that free kick be taken again. Taking shot play is on to Samuel Frimpong. Samuel with the ball now there. He's handed it over to Emmanuel Jemfi on the edge of the penalty box of Legon Cities. It's into Sule Muniru. Muniru turns around. He's hit a pass with a square one with the outside of the boot. It's gone into Asiama with the left foot. Out to the left-hand side. looking to draw men in. He's got a man to stand by. Try to dribble. Beautiful, beautiful tackle to take the ball away from him. Legon City on the ascendancy right now. A failed shot comes in against Nathan Akwa. Inside the center circle, turns beautifully away from his man. It's still with Nathan. Nathan from Legon City's Asamoah Gyan is offside. There was a little bit of dodginess about Asamoah Gyan's handling of the ball and trying to move it away though. Fitness is needed somehow. There's a substitution.
Indeed, there's a substitution coming for Legon Cities, but that opportunity, I'm not sure if Asamoah Gyan took off too early and so fell bang right into that offside trap.
Cephas Doku is coming on now. Oh, am I wrong? I hope I'm right.
Cephas Doku it is.
Cephas
Coming on for Jonah Atukwe.
for Jonah Atukwe. So that's it. Cephas is on right now for Legon Cities. 81 minutes. Kumasi Asante Kotoko lead by 1-0. Will this be the first win for the Porcupine Warriors here in the crowd? Now Max Okunedo has moved from folded arms to almost saying a prayer inside his dugouts. Ball now with Legon Cities. There's a pass coming in from Joseph Ajay on to Nicholas Mensah. Mensah with a darting man down the right hand side. He hits a right footed chip cross that's been magisterially cleared out of the area with no problems at all. He's definitely one to watch. Asma down the left hand side. That pass has come again. Asma hits a long one with the left foot across the center circle, controlled on the chest nicely there by Nicholas Mensah. Lack of communication. I thought he would allow David Kujo to take the ball. It's been headed on again by Samuel, then headed up again by Muniru. Then it's sent all over again into the half of Legon Cities, who will try to handle it. It's a pass that is coming nicely to Baba Mahama. Mahama to Nathan Akwa. Nathan with the ball into Joseph Ajay. AJ will hit it now to Francis Ado. Ado with the ball into the center circle to bring on Nicholas Mensah. Mensah turned around beautifully, keeps up the ball now across the halfway line, and it's come out to the right hand side. It's still 1-0. And it's bouncing out again. Can he try to keep it? He's turned around. Referee says keep on playing, and that'll be hit nicely into the ball. Emmanuel Jemfi. Jemfi with the ball for Kumasi Asante. Got to go. Jemfi could not score. Emmanuel Jemfi was 1-on-1. Could not score. Hit the ball. Took a ricochet off the goalkeeper, Fatal Dauda, and that was a sweet, clean slide tackle. Throwing for Kumasi Asante. Got to go quickly effected. It's gone in again to Emmanuel Jemfi. 83 minutes down here at the Crossport Stadium. Samo Frimpong with the ball then. Lays it now into Maniru Sule. Sule just around the penalty box of Legon Cities. It's gone into Nete. Nete turns around. Ball lays down. Here's the shot. Takes another ricochet. And is that going to be a corner kick? And even a fly out. And so it's going to be a throwing on the way of Fatal Dauda. Wow. What a game, Gary.
What a game indeed. Two quick three quick fire opportunities there for Asante Kotoko to hit the back of the net. Emmanuel Jemfi with one there, and then we saw
they got one. The Christopher Nete had an
Christopher
opportunity.
Nete, another one.
And then I thought, okay, there's another one from the right hand side.
Yeah.
So there were 3 opportunities for Kumasi Asante Kotoko to get a second.
All
they get it.
Credit to Fatal Dauda. He's been big. He's been true to all of them.
Experience showing there in a bit.
Yeah.
Legon Cities. It's been a good showing, but they have not been results to show it. It's a control ball to the chest there for Baba Mahama. Turns around, onto his left foot, takes 3 players on. It goes out to the right hand side. Long ball into the penalty box. Can they try to control it? Asamoah Gyan turns around and tries to hit the ball. And Asamoah Gyan comes down. He wasn't able to properly stay on, and he hit the ball and he came down the challenge. Now Emmanuel Jemfi with the ball for Kumasi Asante. Got the dribbles, and again, great defense. Great defense once again. Nathan Akwa with the ball into Baba Mahama. No, that's going to be an infringement straight away. Referee comes out with a card. Is that Sule Muntari's brother?
It is.
True in the blood.
No, I didn't want you to go there because that would be stereotyping.
Well, no, not stereotyping, but of course that's it's a trademark Sule Muntari tackle.
It is. A scissor tackle from the back.
Badly wanted to take the ball away, and he did take it away, but it wasn't done legitimately. 85 minutes down right now. Is the Kumasi Asante Kotoko win probable now? Is it possible tonight? Do they record their first win? A number of you fans listening in out there, I know, are on tenterhooks, on the edge of your seats right now. Heart and mouth moments for you. Let's see what happens. It's now gone into Samuel The right back hits a long ball now into the area of Legon City. It's headed off by Nicholas Mensah. Bouncing. Francis Addo tried to keep it. Turned around. Lost the ball. Beautiful 10 by Evans. Adomako. Adomako with the ball for Kumasi Asante. Gonna go hit the long pass. And there was no way Emmanuel Jemfi was going to get to this ball at 86 minutes. He needed to gallop. You don't do that.
No, you don't do that. Evans Adomako overhits the ball. It's what you like to call a hospital pass.
I'm telling you. Well, these are the moments, and this is when you can find an opportunity. You can sense there could be an opportunity. The defenders are tired. The concentration is slightly not at its level. It's tipping down, and the opportunities everywhere on the pitch, but who can grab it? Kumasi Asante Kotoko, 86 minutes, and very close to their first win of the season. Did you think you'd be saying this at this time of the season?
No.
But you are.
We are
To
indeed.
be fair to them, it's their third game. So what?
And that's why they say the Ghana Premier League is the only league that matters.
Yeah, it matters.
It has its own storylines, its own themes, its own subplots, and its own endings.
And I'm looking again in the stands. Fabio Gama, Nana Kwame Gama Di Gama Di Bama is here tonight. And he's having a good one.
Of Obama.
Oreku Gama is here.
Kwame Gama.
Kwame Gama, we're waiting to see him in his green. And he's put his legs right in front of the seats in front of him. And he's having a very good watch right now. We've got some dignitaries as well, just having a look at it. But back down onto the turf.
Another
Another
Kotoko player has been stretched off.
Just get a confirmation for you, but Legon City's just kick play right now.
It's the
87
captain,
minutes.
the captain of the
captain,
team.
Emmanuel Jemfi, is back on right now. I can see he just got out of the stretcher. Immediately they went off the line. Anything to slow Legon City's down. We want it. That's what he's saying. 87 minutes and 55 seconds. Ball now with Legon City. He turned around. Cephas with the ball now into Brahima Ali Foster. Foster with the ball now for Legon Cities. Turns around, hit of a pass. Has gone in again to Francis Addo. Addo for Legon Cities. The ball has come up to the left-hand side. Very close to the near touch line. Ball floated into the penalty box, and Asamoah Gyan was just asserting himself. And Kwame Ba, with all the arrogance of a goalkeeper, controls that on his chest amidst the chaos.
What's going on?
I'm wondering what's happening.
I think the ref.
With everybody screaming, the referee has not allowed Emmanuel Jemfi to go on after he came off. And everybody screaming, allow the man on. They are currently playing a man down, and he's finally on now.
He finally has. Oh, wow.
I don't know if you get the sense that Kumasi Asante are absolutely nervous now.
They're very nervous. They're very nervous.
They want to keep the lead at least.
They need this clean sheet.
It's 88 minutes now if you're joining us.
They need this clean sheet.
And Kumasi Asante got to lead by 1-0. Match day 5 of the Ghana Premier League. It's a free kick, far out, 37 yards. Muniru stands and is waiting. What is the referee coming over to do? An instruction to Maxwell Kunedu, or what? Telling Maxwell Kunedu to go back
To the touchline.
to the touchline.
Red
card.
Kotoko staff has been given a red card for shouting and remonstrating. I'm not sure who that is.
And he's going off so proud, taking the high fives from
the
those
rest
on the bench as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't really care. Anyway,
Maxwell Konedu asking his boys
everybody keep quiet.
to
Don't
calm
talk.
down, don't talk. Yeah.
I have a problem with the disciplinary committee already. Please, all of you don't talk. Free kick for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. 90 minutes reading here on the scoreboard. Ball played in nicely. Turned around, it's gone out to the right-hand side. Emmanuel Jemfi for the Porcupine Warriors. Oh, lovely pass. It's gone into Samuel. Samuel turns around. They were looking to hit the pass there, not sure what to do. And in the end, flops a chance. And you could hear the I hope Muftau is okay.
He's fine. Just enjoying the game of football on a Friday night at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Corner kick going the way of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. 5 minutes of added on time. Is there a surprise?
There have been about 2 injuries,
Yeah.
3 substitutions. It's fair.
It's fair.
It's fair.
It's fair. And I don't understand. 5 minutes means you can score and you can concede. So
It does.
okay. Corner kick for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Into Sulemaniru. Try to turn. He's been brought down now. And no, yes, it's going to be an infringement going the way of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Referee whistled right on spot. We're doing 5 minutes of added on time. And if you're joining us, the scoreline is 1-0. Kumasi Asante Kotoko through Osman Ibrahim. Emmanuel Jemfi looking fatigued. Would have to be very careful about all his remonstrations and what he tells the referee this evening. Referee in blue and black handling this game. Samuel, the ball out to the right-hand side, to the left-hand side. But Kumasi Asante Kotoko, that was quite controlled. Still coming into the penalty box, taken away by Legon Cities. Can they start a counter-attack on their own? It's a long ball looking for Asamoah Gyan. Controlled on his chest, but couldn't quite turn. Ball has been taken away by Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Applause reverberating around the walls here in the stadium. Beautiful tackle, but referee says no, that wasn't done right. And so it's going to be a infringement going the way of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. After 2 minutes done, under 90, or the 5 minutes added on here at the Crossport Stadium, it's still 1-0. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, the long one, looking to pick up the run of Emmanuel Jemfi. Referee says it must be retaking.
It's all happening here, George. In regulation, in added time, it's all happening here. A lot of start-stop moments for both teams. And the Asante Kotoko goalkeeper has just fallen down.
Yeah, he's that. Antics?
Of course, it's antics.
There's nobody there.
There's nobody there. And nobody has been by him for about 2 minutes. But he just fell down. Very interesting stuff going on here at the Accra Stadium. With 5 minutes added on, Kotoko heading to their first win in the Ghana Premier League season. They are unbeaten, but prior to this game, they had not won.
Right. So what? How long is it going to be down?
I'm not sure. And is it going to be added to the added on time?
We've been shown 5 minutes of added on time here at the Accra Sports Stadium. And if you're joining us, it's 1-0. Kumasi Asante Kotoko lead Legon Cities here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Very soon we'll hear the referee's whistle for the end of the game. And we're keeping our close tabs on this. Gary Al Smith alongside me in commentary position. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Can they get another? Or can Legon Cities finally put a sting in the steel and try and change the story? Can they try hard and change the course of this? It's a free kick. Muniru with the ball right into the penalty box. It's been handled very, very well by Legon Cities, who smashed the ball out of their area, not entirely cleared. Taking over again back to the right-hand side. And it's going to be a throw-in going the way of Legon Cities. 1-0.
It's going to Kotoko, George.
Kotoko, I mean. Legon Cities went for the ball, but the referee decided that no, it's going the way. So, Gary, there's more to look forward to, this weekend. And you'll be going through again the fixtures that we've got as we prepare to sign up. The ball is over, and it's a throw-in right now, and that's going the way now of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, very, very close to the penalty box there of Legon Cities, but that was going nowhere. At the moment, a whole lot has been taken out of the game, and I can see a lot of calls for the referee to end the game. He's having a closer look at it. Max Okledo having a chat with assistant referee. There's a long ball now over and onto the right-hand side. Kumasi Asante Kotoko trying to bring that back into it. It's headed over by Francis Ado. Ado in the penalty box, hit the ball with the right foot, taking over out now by Habib. Habib with a long one into the area of Legon Cities. Now they try to control it. Oh, Jemfi left the ball out there, but Samuel Frimpong was quick to it. He sent it around nicely. Evans Adumako with the ball for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Now the penalty box tries to dribble. Evans Adumako couldn't keep it. It's taken away from them now. Legon Cities with the ball out to the right-hand side. Referee has had a good look at his watch. And very soon, maybe, the end of the game. Kumasi Asante Kotoko are now very close to registering their first win of the Ghana Premier League season. Long ball headed out now by Emmanuel Jemfi. Jemfi into Christopher Nete. Christopher Nete hits that ball all the way back into goalkeeper Patel Dalder's penalty box. And it doesn't look that there could be any respite though. Controlled by Sule Muniru. Muniru with a booted ball right away with a bicycle kick into the half of Legon Cities. And the referees just keep on playing. There's still some time to be done here. is on to the right-hand side for Legon Cities. Now they're approaching the halfway line. Long ball into the penalty box. Heads go up. Headed up by Legon Cities. Headed up by Kumasi Asante. Got a corner. The balloon ball into the air. Control the gain on the head. Now on to the left-hand side. Nathan Aqua. Aqua, the ball has been taken by Maniro. Slash that one down again. Kumasi Asante got to find a second goal. Kwame Poku is going out with this one, and he had to foul him. He did foul him. And that's going to be a free kick.
But would it be a red card? That is the question. Because he was the last man. I reckon he was the last man.
Well,
and he was pushed off.
We must allow the referee to handle that. Last man.
And that's what the Kotoko players are calling for. Because he clearly was the last man.
Well, yeah. It's an infringement for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Maybe the final opportunity in this game. It's 1-0. Yet to see this. Final kick for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I think goalkeeper Fatal Dawda has just come out. He's conceded already through Osman Ibrahim's touch that hit the ball into the net. So what will come from this? It is a free kick, not all sorted yet. What are you expecting from a guy from here?
Well, obviously they are not going to hit the ball and try and score. The sensible approach
from some 24 yards.
Yeah, the sensible approach will be to play around with the ball for the final few seconds. But the big question is why I haven't seen a card, yellow or red.
I don't know what the referee was thinking about as well. But this may well be the final kick of this game. Live on Joy 99.7 FM, live around the world on Love 99.5 FM, on myjoyonline.com. Sule Maniro lights up for this. Maniro hits a long shot above everybody and goes over the post. No direction again. And referee is still allowing play to go on. Referee finally calls for the end of the game here at the Crossbar Stadium, with a number of Kotoko players going down with their faces down onto the turf, thanking Allah, thanking God for their first win here at the Crossbar Stadium. Ends with Kumasi Asante Kotoko 1, Legon City 0. The goal was scored by Osman Ibrahim. Gary, very, very quickly, your impressions after this one?
A very watchable game, especially that first half. And large portions of the second half. The last quarter of the game descended into a bit of a farce, with both teams trying a bit of gamesmanship. The referee not having too much control, especially in the last 10 minutes. But generally a very good game. The lessons for both teams are there. For Legon Cities, they must improve upon their sharpness. They must improve upon their finishing, even their one-touch passing. Baba Mahama is shouldering too much of the creative burden without his other colleagues helping him to finish off. And it must be something that Bashir Hayford must be looking to work on. Asamoah Gyan, what can we say about the baby jet? The weight training he's undergoing must double and triple. The regime must be better, because even running is a problem for the general captain of the Black Stars, and it is what it is. The class is there, but he can't even put himself in good positions to get the ball. And the opposition are always going to mark him out easily.
I think you make a great point
when he's playing, it seems like the team has one extra player on the pitch. And that is one problem. Bashir Hayford should take the tough decision to wait it out. And I'm glad that Bashir Hayford did not start him per what we saw here as well.
Yeah.
However, for Legon Cities in general, they've got work to do, from the goalkeeper right down to the strikers. But all in all, Asante Kotoko have finally got their first win of the season, and it will be a huge relief for them going forward as they look to win yet again in the Ghana Premier League, or to annex another Ghana Premier League title.
Let me say a big thank you to you, Gary Smith, alongside me in commentary position, indeed to the entire Joy Sports team, to Enoch Fifi Forsen, to Reiko Ampofo, to Haruna Mubarak, to Muftau Nabila Abdullah, to Elon Benaya. It's just a good time to say bye-bye to all of you. Gary will be doing the wrapping up, but I end with this report for you. Kumasi Asante got to go with the first win of the season. They beat Legon City by 1-0, courtesy Osman Ibrahim. Gary Smith.
Yes, indeed, and it's just the start to matchday 5 of the Ghana Premier League. Tomorrow we've got 2 games as well. Dwarfs will be playing Midiama. That will be in Cape Coast. Interlice will be hosting in Accra, Bichem United. Adriana Stars will be in Doma against 11 Wonders. That will be on Sunday. One of 6 games that should be coming to us. Asante Gold will be playing Elmina Sharks. Karela, top of the table, will be playing Queen Faisal. Liberty will be playing Great Olympics. Wafa will be playing Brecum Chelsea. And Hearts of Oak will be playing Dreams United. What does this mean in terms of today's win for Asante Kotoko on the table? Currently, Karela are top of the table. Wafa are second. Elmina Sharks are third. Asante Kotoko jump from 14th to 4th. For Legon Cities, they slip from 13th to 14th. And that is what it's looking like in the Ghana Premier League. We'll be having more updates on myjoyonline.com, where you can find the top 4 games that we think you should be looking out for on this match day, and 5 things we think will happen also on this match day. Remember that all across the country, COVID protocols are in progress. So unfortunately, you cannot watch any of the games live. You can watch them on TV via our partner Star Times on Adepa TV. They also have some of them on Max TV as well. But from all of us here at the Accra Sports Stadium, we understand that COVID is still becoming an issue. So please, wear your mask. Cases are increasing, and keep safe as we head into the Christmas period. I am Gary Al Smith, and I'm signing off with the rest of the team here on this Friday night. Be careful, be safe, and it's good night from us all.